Tension's still very much high on the campus. I'd say a rough estimate of maybe 200, possibly 250 students and protesters at least, with maybe more than 50 officers lined up. It's all about location, location, location. Many films are shot in Los Angeles, and having this campus has its perks. Is there anything on the day-to-day basis that you're really concerned about? And with the new administration coming in, what are some changes that might be affected in how we engage with climate discussions or how we look toward the future? Come by for some complimentary hot chocolate, some wonderful music, excellent vibes, and indulge in this part of the time of the year that makes it my favorite. Ho, 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 and happy holidays. You could come by to volunteer at the USC Peace Garden, and if you're looking to join the actual community, they accept applicants in the fall. And if you excuse me, I'm gonna go out and decorate my apartment. I'm standing here in the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica with an ice cold jarrito, super refreshing. But for those of you who want something a little bit stronger than your traditional soda, thanks to a city ordinance, you just might get your wish. A new report from Excelencia in Education says Hispanic students are making significant strides when it comes to getting a college degree. The rest of the week, we're expecting heavy rainfall in the morning and evening times. Now by Thursday morning, scattered showers will probably add about 15 minutes to your morning commute.
He's only been completely blind since his early 40s, but all his life, USC alum Roy Payan has advocated for those with disabilities.
I'm fighting for the rights of people to have the proper accommodation in school, not only for those who are blind, people who are in wheelchairs, people who use walkers, people who have neurodivergence. We all deserve accommodations.
In 2021, he sued Los Angeles community colleges, accusing them of denying blind students equal access to learning programs. He won a financial settlement, but not much has changed at the schools. That's when he met fellow USC students Henry Fox and Henry Warren.
People like Roy don't just need more devices that describe the world. They need technology that helps them move through it.
While in the Ivan and Young program, the students invented something called Sidekick.
So Sidekick is an accessibility-first AI platform that delivers unprompted guidance, enabling low vision users to understand and interact with their environment.
According to the CDC, there are roughly 7 million people in the U.S. with vision impairment, 1 million of which are legally blind. And with chronic diseases on the rise, that number is expected to increase.
Payan, who is among those statistics, has been testing out Sidekick for the last year.
Hey, Sidekick, can you give me walking directions to Tommy Trojan?
He even helped advise the Henrys on how to make their product more accessible.
Really just helped us make sure that everything we were doing was like user informed. So really rooting it in data.
With that data, they made different versions of Sidekick and eventually built a product that they're proud of.
It really feels amazing. You can sleep at night knowing that you're working on something that people have expressed a want for.
Part of Henry and I's mission is to show that we can make better things if they are built with accessibility in mind.
For Annenberg Media, I'm Malcolm Caminero.
Order up.
Fresh sandwiches, salads, and soups served and created by students.
You're learning those soft skills that you would normally learn in the industry, and they get a chance to practice it here.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, students at Mount San Antonio College put on their chef's coats and aprons and open their doors to Cafe 91.
The cafe is part of a class that helps teach students how to hone their skills in the restaurant industry using real-world experience. Here's the menu. They help come up with every dish, curate the recipes, and they decide what food to serve.
Additionally, the students are part of a rotational program that teaches them how to work front of house, where they wait tables and serve food, as well as back of house, where the food is prepped and cooked.
They're having to work with each other, and since some of them have been in other positions, they can kind of learn off of each other. They can kind of train each other on that too.
It's really built a lot of team building skills for me, a lot of time management. So that's one thing that I struggled with coming in, and on the way out, I feel like I've worked a lot on my time management. the team building skills.
A lot of what we do is to serve people and give them an experience. It is always great to see a smile on their face of like, you made that? That's crazy. Wow, that's so amazing. And it just helps me drive forward to keep going.
The restaurant opened last month and will operate until December 4th of this year.
It is a classroom, the students are here to learn. So we just like to keep that warm, welcoming environment, be understanding with the students. We don't want to put too much pressure on them, but we do want them to feel that real world experience.
There are lots of culinary schools that'll cost thousands of dollars. This is the only community college cooking school where you graduate with a degree and a recipe for success. For Annenberg Media, I'm Malcolm Caminero. MacArthur Park has been a staple of public spaces in Los Angeles since the 1880s, but recently it's been a point of contention for the city. The LA Parks and Recreation Commission voted unanimously to build a $2.3 million iron fence around the historic park, which they say will bolster public safety amid challenges with drug usage and homelessness.
I'm disappointed that that large sum of money, over $2 million, would be used on a fence, which is a carceral item to demarcate sides. Instead of caring for the people of Los Angeles, they're deciding to once again use a very violent form of infrastructure to then create similar problems that we've seen in most of the situations in Los Angeles in the past.
It's a little unclear exactly when new fences will be implemented in McCarthy Park. Here's an example of one of the existing ones. But it's not the first time the city of Los Angeles has used fences in the name of public safety.
In 2021, fences went up around Echo Park, and around 200 homeless people were evicted. Some in the community don't think a big fence is the answer.
The root of the problem is either education and or housing. I think if they would spend the same amount of money putting up those gates as far as education, then they would be more successful.
Other residents agree that public safety is important, but don't agree with this method.
I mean, there's always been crime in this area, but it's always been kind of safe. But lately, things have gone up. But I don't know about barricading stuff.
We asked the Parks and Recreation Commission for an interview to address the community disapproval. They have not responded. For Annenberg Media, I'm Malcolm Caminero.